Hi, welcome to this lesson on visualizing maps with Flourish. So to visualize maps, you just need to come to the home page, new visualization, then choose a map template. So there are projection maps here. For example, let's just do Africa. So let's assume I want to do a heat map of population in Africa, population density in Africa. A heat map is basically something like this. So the color is deeper in the areas where the population is higher and lighter in areas where the population is less. So I already have the data here that I already prepared, all the countries in Africa with their corresponding population projection actually for 2025. I got the data from the World Bank. So I'm just going to copy the entire data set, copy, then come to my map here, go to data. Now I'm going to delete the data that was here because it's not relevant to the visualization I want to do. So I'll just pick it out. I'll just paste my data here. So these are the countries, these are the corresponding population values. So for name, I'm going to still put this column so that it will display the name of the countries in the pop-ups. Now, for my color, remember that the color is a function of how high the population is. So the deeper the color, the higher the population. That will be column B, which is here. And I think we can preview it. So as you can see, this is a heat map showing population density in Africa. Nigeria is significantly deep because Nigeria has the highest population, about 200 million, more than 200 million. And I think we are followed by Ethiopia. So this is a really, really interactive map. It doesn't have to be population. You could be working on crime, uh, climate change, maybe temperatures across all this region. You could be working on number of terror attacks to determine what areas are more prone to all this kind of attacks. So depending on the kind of data you have, you can use a heat map to visualize the frequency across different regions. And it doesn't necessarily have to just be Africa. You can work with a Nigerian map, which I have here. Unfortunately, Flourish does not have Nigerian map. If you check the projection map here, there's no Nigeria, especially when you want to do it by state and all that. So Flourish does not have that. But I've already shared the link to this chart with you so you can duplicate it and edit it as required. So depending on the kind of story you're trying to tell, you can now edit the data to suit whatever it is that your story is conveying. So basically, I just want to represent all the geopolitical regions in Nigeria on this map. I do not have the data already. I'm just going to manually input them. So I've added all the data of the region, the southeast, the southwest, the northeast, and the likes. So when you come to preview, you can see that all of them are following the color codes of each region. This is the northwest, this is the northeast, north central, southwest, south, and the southeast. So you might not necessarily work with regional data. You might want to work with a host of other things, maybe areas that are oil producing or area that produce agricultural products and a host of others. So you can just add them as your data here. It doesn't have to be region, it could be anything. Then you just add them and it will preview here. So you notice some dots here. Those are points. If you want to introduce a new variable, maybe you want to now include the population of each state, you can now come to these points here. What I have here is registered voter, but you could use population data. And the longitudes and latitudes are already set. So you just need to input whatever information you want to add here, and it will display at this point. So when you over on it, to show you population and whatever data you have. So I'm just going to remove it because I do not need it for this data set. So I'm just going to come back here and the points are gone. And then you can now style, you can add a proper title and subtitle, you can add your source, you can add your organization logo, then you can publish. And when you publish and embed, is interactive. People can hover around different states and see information that you want them to see. And you can download as image, and yeah, the map will still show you what you expect it to do. So that's the basics of working with maps. You can try out different kind of data sets and different kind of visualization with it. If you have any question, do let us know.